Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm CB Harris. I'm here again at Warriors Edge Armory with Yoki Marks. And we are continuing our series about using competition to improve our self-defense, firearm use, and improving our abilities to use those firearms in a deadly situation. So what are we going to talk about today, Yoki?
Well, today we're going to talk about one of my favorites, which is 3-gun. I love it for one reason, because it gives me an excuse to buy 3 guns. And that makes me happy. You use shotgun, rifle, typically an AR-15, and then handgun. You have multiple different stages, different courses of fire that utilize one or all of those guns. Teaches you some transitions. It is very different picking up a handgun, shooting it, and then immediately going to a shotgun. And so a lot of fun, a lot of different courses. Now, one of the complaints I hear about 3-gun is that the targets that they typically use are huge. And they're like 18 by 18. You're shooting them from 5 yards, sometimes a little closer. You only have to get 2 shots on target to count as neutralized. So we've gone a little bit away from the accuracy we talked about in the bullseye shooting.
Right.
But you still have the ability to use this to shoot fast, to shoot on the move, and still to try to aim for that red center.
Right. And I think that, in the civilian world, most people are thinking that, I don't need to transition from my rifle to my pistol or the other way around and then to a shotgun all in one encounter. But at the same time, you are still learning a little bit about each of those. You still have to learn how to shoot and move, and the stress level is also a big factor.
Yeah.
How do you accurately put shots on target while you're moving? You've been running a little ways, your heart's up a little bit, and you still have to calm down a little bit so you can get those shots on target.
Yeah, and often these courses of fire allow you to choose what gun you're going to use against what targets, or they'll give you some general guidelines, and then you have to create your own stage plan. Now when the buzzer goes off, you now have to go and try to enact that stage plan and remember it as you're shooting. So I'm going to shoot 2 targets to the left, and then a transition to the right. A target there, dump the handgun, pick up the shotgun, engage the 5 steel, engage the popper. And it requires you to think while you're pulling the trigger, which for a lot of people in a self-defense situation, they find that their brain shuts off. And they, oh, wait, what is I going to be doing? And you have to be able to think. You have to be able to draw that gun and see the entire stage, or in real life, the environment, and see that you have a bad guy here, but you have a family walking behind them. So you may need to step to the left in order to engage safely. All of it requires you thinking while you pull the trigger.
Right. And for any people in the military, this is actually a good idea, because I know there was a time where mostly only officers carried handguns, but those times have passed, and a lot more ground troops are carrying handguns. And so transitioning between a rifle and a handgun and then back is actually something quite educational and is important to learn how to do. If you're not in the military, again, you're learning how to fire under pressure. You're learning that accuracy on the move, and I think that it's a great sport to learn how to handle your firearm in a self-defense situation.
Yeah, and like I said, don't get stuck on the large targets or the gaming of it. I fully understand. In real life, your bad guys aren't going to stand stationary and let you develop a stage plan. That doesn't matter, though. The point is that you are learning and you are trying to remember things from stage to stage. In your home, you can employ this. You'll be like, okay, I know where my bedroom is. I know where the front door is. If I had someone come in, where could I stand to safely engage a threat, whether they're coming from the front door, back door? It does translate over into real life. On top of which, it is a lot of fun.
So if you have any questions about 3-gun, leave them down in the comments section. I'm not necessarily the most equipped to answer those questions, but I think you'll handle it. So if you have those questions, leave them down in the comments section. And if you'd like to subscribe, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And check us out on social media. We're both on social media on Google Plus and on Facebook. And until next time, take care and be safe.